And
kids these days are playing even more than when I played.
Yeah, to keep up nowadays, you saw it last year with me. I didn't play the game, and I fucking sucked.
Yeah.
So, like, you have to play outside of, like, scrims and stuff. You have to go the extra mile now to even compete with these top teams.
Yeah, I miss it, man.
All right, so in between this thing, when he retires, so that happened. This guy retires and says, you're going to see more of me than you ever have in the past. I'm going to be content creation. But the opposite thing happens. This dude locks himself in a room for 3 months, bro.
Well, it's probably longer than that, man.
The Wolf of Weed Street.
God.
The Wolf of Weed Street.
Oh, we should probably put that on in there.
Yeah, penny stocks, right? It's just legal.
I'm not trying to cut you off. Go ahead, because this part was kind of weird too.
Yeah, I wanna hear it from the horse's mouth, though.
Sure. Just the whole situation?
Yeah.
Well, because Big Timer retired, and we thought that, like you said, he was going to be. You're going to see even more of me.
Right. Well, that was part of the reason I retired, is because the same time, right around that UMG Philly event, I started doing like the skits on YouTube, and I was doing like the Valentine's Day thing, which was that
so good, bro.
February, and they were doing like 500,000 views, 600,000 views, and I was like, holy shit, I'm just gonna do this. This is fun. And I was already tired, like I was living through your guys' shit at the end of.
You were low key a genius, bro. Like third person shooters, like waking up to PewDiePie, it's like bro fisto, and then ending it with like, and then ending the video with like no lights. It's just a dark screen. All you hear is.
Dude, it was so good.
Yeah, the day in the life video. Yeah, that's the stuff that I thought, okay, I could retire and just make content. And then that February happened, and I ended up just, throwing my 50,000. I think I had 50,000 saved up, my life savings, and over the course of the next 2 months, I ran that from like $50,000 to $980,000 or something like that. And then that's
gang.
That's insane.
And then ended up over the course of the next couple of years losing a lot of it. But it at least like sparked my interest so much that I said, all right, I'm going to do a complete 180, like fuck this. I had still planned always to come back to do YouTube, but I knew if I wanted to continue to trade correctly, I would have to actually learn how to do it. In order to do that, it was going to take just a sickening, stupid work ethic. So yeah, I locked myself in my room for probably like 18 months, and then finally once
I would remember going. I remember coming in and checking in to make sure that he was alive and shit, because I hadn't seen him in like 3 days. Remember that?
We would only see Will if we went into his room. We'd always go knock on the door because everybody loved hanging out with him. And there'd be nights he'd come hang out, play like Mario Kart, or we played Madden or NBA or anything like that. But I mean, he completely quit YouTube, which we were trying to figure out what was going on. I remember he was giving me trading advice at one point. I was like, "Yo, can you just trade for me?" And I didn't know anything about it. And I just had not realized how hard he was actually working at that time to learn the ins and outs of trading. So, yeah, man, it was a weird period of time when he just completely quit.
50 to 900K, bro.
Well, even then, man, it just
undermine it.
It just sucked not being able to see him.
That's a milli. Let's round it up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't. Bro, imagine if it would have been 100. That would have been 2 million. Imagine if it would have been 500,000.
But it was luck. It was stupid, dumb luck. I mean, the fact that you put $50,000, like your entire life savings, into penny stocks in the first place is the dumbest thing you could possibly do. But the fact that it worked was even more dumb. So it was like a blessing and a curse at the same time. It was a blessing in the sense that it piqued my interest, and I found something besides YouTube and competing that I was passionate about.
$980,000 piqued your interest for real?
Oh, dude, really, bro?
Yeah. But it was a curse because, I thought I was a fucking genius, and I had everybody around me telling me I was, and in reality, I had no idea what I was doing. But yeah, man, it was...
That's actually crazy to think about, because I still, to this day, thought you were a genius. To hear
Yeah,
you say I was an idiot just throwing money and shit, that's actually hilarious.
No, but I remember like knocking in and walking in, and then this dude would be like listening to a seminar. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm about to listen to the seminar." And I'm thinking, I'm like, on what? He's like, yes, on trading and stuff. And I'm like, you know what we should do? We should get a sponsor, right? And if they give us 250,000, we should just put it all on that, and then we can start like our own fund.
I remember that. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
We're gonna start our own fund, our own investment fund between just everyone. So we're all gonna be like, all right, nobody gets money from the sponsorship. We all pull it, and then Will manages it, and then we make some.
We would have lost all that shit.
Really?
It would have been bad. Yeah, I mean, if we had thrown that on the penny stocks. Yeah, I didn't even see it as work at the time, but it was the first time in years where I woke up at 7 a.m. with no alarm clock, and 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. I was infatuated with it. I couldn't stop. So still to this day, still crazy about it.
What is one of the most memorable for you? One of the most memorable moments at 60/50?
Most memorable moments. I mean, it's probably something we already talked about. I think first moving in and having that experience, because like I said, it was such a leap of faith for me. I just dropped out of college. I was the first person in my immediate family or even outside. What do you call not your immediate family? Mm-hmm. Your
Second family?
second family?
No, right?
Anyway, I didn't know anybody that had moved out of extended family. There you go. That had moved out of Arkansas. So yeah, it was a huge leap of faith, and yeah, just those early days sleeping on the air mattresses, seeing like success from the get go, and realizing like, hey man, we might actually have something here. That's something that'll stick with me.
Yeah.
Garibaldi's cookies.
Oh.